here. We've had a blast. Movie nights, Cards Against Humanity, our failed attempt to make limoncello. The latter had ended in a large jar of foul, astringent, macerated lemons. As much as I loved living alone, life had been more exciting with Erica around. I was a natural introvert, and she coaxed me out of my shell. Plus, on my day off, she happily took Stanley for walks at 5:30 in the morning, an hour when I preferred to sleep. "You're sure I'm not cramping your style with your man?" I shook my head. I'd been dating Noah Garcia for almost 5 months now, and it was going better than I ever dreamed. Okay, he was up there as one of my favorite things, along with Stanley and coffee. But between my managing the cafe and his duties as the police chief of Devil's Beach, we only had quality alone time a couple of nights a week. Usually we hung out at his beachfront condo, but he did spend the occasional evening here. He also visited his mom in Tampa, frequently, for a family issue that he hadn't yet fully explained. The rest of the time, we'd grab a coffee at Perkatory or eat a sandwich together on a bench at the beach. We were taking things slow, and that was fine with me. I'd only been divorced for 2 years and didn't want to rush into anything serious. Noah and I had the perfect relationship, as far as I was concerned. Respectful, hot, and fun, and monogamous. Fidelity was a big issue for me, since my ex had cheated during our marriage. Not at all. Noah's been so busy with the department accreditation and the family issue. Admittedly, I was a little salty he hadn't told me more about why he needed to go to Tampa so often on his days off. Surely he'd reveal the details soon, I figured. Erica looked at me over the top of her earthenware mug. "And that monkey situation. Don't know how he's going to resolve that. He's in quite a pickle with that one." "Yeah, they've really been a pain in his butt. It's a total public relations nightmare for the police department and the entire town." A colony of wild monkeys lived on the island's nature preserve. Lately, they'd been aggressive with tourists who'd clamored to take selfies with the primates. So far, no one had been bitten, but there had been multiple close calls, including one incident that resulted in a viral video that the island's Chamber of Commerce had quickly tried to distance itself from. Neither man nor beast was fully innocent, in my book. State wildlife officials wanted to capture a few of the more hostile monkeys and relocate them to a sanctuary on the mainland in the eastern part of the county, and Noah agreed with the plan. But that led to a protest from local animal rights folks who wanted them to stay put. I saw both sides of the issue, but as an up-and-coming business owner in town, I'd tried to stay out of the fray, which had recently escalated to people dressing in monkey costumes and parading down Main Street in a silent protest every week, while holding bananas. "The monkeys should stay here, but not if they're going to bite people," Erica said, shrugging. "Let them live their best monkey lives at a preserve or primate colony or something." My dad walked in, followed by Stanley, toting the de-stuffed bunny in his mouth. Dad carried a plate of muffins and set it on the coffee table, and the scent of vanilla filled the living room. My father had his own house on the beach, but lately on weekends he'd taken to coming to my place, which used to be his, back when Mom was alive, and making brunch. He said he liked my gas stove better, but I suspect he probably missed Mom, whose cozy touches were everywhere in the farmhouse-style kitchen. "Stanley massacred that toy. I had to throw away all the cotton innards." "Are you two talking about the monkeys?" he asked. I winced. Dad was one of the leaders of the pro-monkey faction on the island, and he'd lobbied hard for Noah and state officials to allow